Happy afternoon, children. I hope you are all fine. Yes? Okay, for your PA2 exam, you have 3 chapters. In that, whether you are clear? Chapter 3, 4 and chapter 10. We had completed revising chapter 4 and 10. In the last class, we had seen fiber to fabric. We have started the revision. In this class, we will complete the revision of the 3 chapters. Okay? Now, shall we enter into our class? So, we are going to revise the lesson 3, that is fiber to fabric. So, these are all the content, right? In the last class, we had seen the introduction, what is meant by fiber, yarn, fabric, and then classification of fibers. So, today in this session, we are going to cover the remaining topics. They are some plant fibers, spinning cotton to yarn, yarn to fabric, history of clothing materials, and then in the last we will be having a recap. Okay, children? So, first fiber to fabric. So, in that what are all the material which is there? Is the first step is fiber. Obtaining fibers from the plants. And then what is the second step? Converting that fiber to yarn. What is it? Converting the fiber to yarn. And the last step is converting the yarn to fabric or cloths. Converting the yarn to fabrics or cloths. First, what is mean by fiber? Tell me your answers. Whether you are ready to tell? Yes. First, what is mean by fiber? Very good. Fiber is nothing but it is a thin hair thread-like structure which is strong enough to make cloths. What is the second one? It is yarn. The fibers are twisted to make yarn. The fibers are twisted to make yarn, and the last process is fabric. So, the yarn are weaved or knitted to form fabrics or cloths. Totally, there are 2 types of fibers. What are all they? What are the 2 types of fiber, children? Yes, very good. It is natural fiber and then man-made or synthetic fiber. So, look at here. These are the classification of fibers. The first one is natural or synthetic. The natural source of fiber is obtained from plants and animals. The natural source is obtained from plants and animals, and the synthetic are nylon, rayon, polyester, PET, etc. And then the importance of fibers. The fibers are not only used to cover our body, but the fibers are also present in the food materials which we eat. The fibers are present in the food materials which we eat. Look at here. These are some of the food materials which has fiber content in it. Okay. So, what are the plant source of fibers? Cotton and jute. So, in the 6th standard, you will be studying about the cotton and jute, which is the plant source of fiber. And in the next higher class, that is the grade 7, you will be studying about the animal source of fiber, like wool and silk, how it is processed from the animals. So, I will tell you shortly now, okay. First, the wool, that is the white covering of the sheep or goat is removed. It is washed, and the burrs and the waste which is present in it are removed, and they are dyed and rolled to make yarn, and then it is converted into cloth. And in silk, how do we get silk? The silk which we use is obtained from silk moth. The silk is obtained from silk moth. So, there are many types of silks and many types of silkworms. So, from the silkworms, we get the silk and it is converted to cloths. First, we are going to see about the cotton. Cotton is a natural source of fiber which comes under the category of plant. Look at here. Cotton is a soft fiber. What is it? Cotton is a soft fiber that grows around the seeds of cotton plant. Cotton grows in cotton plant around the seeds. Have you seen cotton, children? the cotton fibers grown in the seed pod. What is it? Seed pod or ball. B-O-L-L. Okay. Of the cotton plant. Each fiber is single elongated cell that is flat, twisted and ribbon-like with a wide inner halo. So first the cotton is removed from the cotton seeds of the plant. And then they are processed or twisted to form a thread-like structure. Look at here. What are all the process which is involved in getting the cotton? The first one is by the hand picking method. So the cotton is taken out from the plant by the hand picking method. So they used to take the cotton and then. So along with the cotton, the seeds also will be there while removing. Along with the cotton, the seeds also will be there. So during the olden days, the method they used is ginning. What is it? Sorry, first the method is combing. So what do you mean by combing, children? Combing hair. Yes or no? Yes, it is the same process. Like the comb, the device will be there. So using that device, they used to comb that cotton. So while they are combing it, the seeds will be separated and the cotton will be separated. Look at this figure 2. So look at the device which they use for combing. Okay. So it has some comb-like structure. So while they are combing the cotton which is picked from the plants, the seeds will be separated and the cotton will be separated. Okay. And then look at here. So nowadays we use modern machines. Nowadays we use modern machines for removing the seeds from the cotton. So if it is a small quantity, we can do it with the help of combing. So if the cotton is of large quantity, it is not possible to use the combing method. So in that case, we need to move to the industries or the machines. And then second one. What is the second source of plant fiber? It is jute. Jute is a long, soft, shiny fiber. What is it? Long, soft and shiny fiber. So jute is one of the most affordable natural fiber. It is one of the affordable. What do you mean by affordable? Easily available fiber, and the second only to cotton. So this stands next to the cotton. So look at this figure 1. These are the jute plant and the jute fibers which is obtained from the jute plant. And then look at here. What are all the steps involved in obtaining jute? What are all the steps involved in obtaining jute? So first the jute plants were grown and they were harvested before the flowering time. What is it? Before the flowering stage, the jute plants are harvested. And these harvested jute plants are immersed in water. Immersed in water. Afterwards, the rotten stems from the jute are removed. So the jute is obtained from the stem part of jute plant. From where it is obtained? The jute fiber is obtained from the stem part of the jute plant. Afterwards, they are dried and it is used as a fiber. So these are all the plant source of fibers. The first one is cotton and the second one is jute. So in the cotton, what is the method involved? Hand picking method and then combing method. And then in jute, they are harvested before the flowering stage. And then what is the method involved in it? What is it? Retting. Retting is the process in which the jute fibers are separated from the stem. The separating of jute fibers from the stem is called as retting. And here, look at it. Here it is called as ginning. First method is combing, children. In combing, it is done with the help of comb. So we use that machines, right, for removing the seeds and the cotton. So it is called as ginning. First one is combing and this machinery process is called as ginning, and in jute the process is called as retting. The separation of fibers from the stem is called as retting. Okay, totally four process. First one is in cotton, hand picking, combing and ginning. In jute it is retting. Okay. Next one. Now we have got the fibers. What is the correct sequence for getting cloth? In the last class I have asked you this question. Yes, the first is very good. Fiber, yarn, fabric. Now we have fiber. Now we have fiber with us. Okay. So now that fiber are to be converted into yarn. Now let us see what are all the steps involved in it. Okay. The process of making yarn from fiber is called spinning. What is it? The process of making yarn from fiber. So from the fibers the yarn is made. This process is called spinning. What do you mean by spinning? Yes, rotating. Okay. The mass cotton wool are drawn out and twisted. The mass cotton wool are drawn out and twisted. This brings the fiber together to form a yarn. Look at here. What they are doing? They are spinning. So these mass cotton are sent into the wheel-like structure. On the other end, they are able to get a thread-like structure which is called as yarn. So this is twisted. When we are twisting, we are able to get a thread-like structure. And then device used for spinning. What are all the device which is used for spinning? The first one is hand spindle or tuckly. What is the first one? Hand spindle or tuckly. The second one is charka. So in the hand spindle, in the previous class I have explained you this detail. Yes or no, children? Yes. So the cotton are sent into it one by one. On the other side we are able to get the thread-like structure. So what is this charka? Yes, this charka is used by Mahatma Gandhi. I said you right, Khadi movement. So everywhere that Khadi craft shops are there. While teaching you this detail, I have said you this. Okay. So what are the device which is used for spinning? Hand spindle or tuckly. The second one is charka. Next one, spinning of yarn on large scale. So first the spinning is done in small scale. That method is adaptable or suitable for a small quantity of cotton. So if it is large quantity, whether that hand spindle and charka is enough? No, it is difficult to do. So that is why in the industries we convert the fibers to yarn. Look at here. Spinning on a large scale is done with the help of spinning machines. Spinning on a large scale is done with the help of spinning machines. After spinning, yarns are used to make fabrics. After spinning, yarns are used to make fabrics. So the first one is fiber, the second step is yarn, and the third step is fabric. Okay, children. So first the cotton are converted into yarn. So the small quantity method is hand spindle or tuckly and charka. And for the large scale we use machines. That is the spinning machines. Up to this, are you clear, children? Okay, now answer to this question. Name the device which is used for spinning. Name the device which is used for spinning. Louder. Yes, very good dear. Hand spindle or tuckly and then charka. Okay. So now tell me what is mean by retting. Retting. Yes, very good. The separation of fibers from the stem of a jute plant is called as retting. And name the methods which are involved in obtaining cotton fiber. Yes, hand picking and then combing and then ginning, hand picking.